Testing, 1 2 1 2. Testing. Think we got a problem. Anybody here? Oh no. Are we live? Are we live right now? Okay, we're live. I think we're live. Okay, we're live. Oh man. Damn. Hold on. I gotta get some technical difficulties out of the way here. Boom. All right. So, what's up, everybody in the future that is watching this? Yeah, you already seen the title. What is the Matrix, man? That's kind of what we're gonna go with, and I've definitely already probably spoken about it enough. But hey, I'm gonna say it again because you can't say it enough. We're in the Matrix. We're in the thick of it right now, bro. We're in the thick of it, and that's kind of like the buzzword that's been going around a lot, especially with the likes of Andrew Tate, right? Freeing yourself from the Matrix. Well, we're in it, bro. And to tell you the truth, man, the likes of people like Andrew Tate, even guys like Sneeko, they definitely say some good things about freeing yourself from the Matrix. But dude, they are the Matrix as well. You have to understand, like people like that, like popular influences like that people waste their time, waste their energy on, and just kind of like are a giant distraction for the world. They're part of the Matrix, dog. So it's kind of ironic. People that say they want to free people from the Matrix are just getting people deeper and deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole of this so-called Matrix. So let me back up a little bit. What is the Matrix, right? What is the Matrix? That is the cliche Morpheus saying. The Matrix, how I see it, right, is anything that is keeping... Well, think of the metaphor of the Matrix in the movie. Getting hooked up into this fake world, so they don't know that they're in the fake world. They don't know what their true identity is, what their true purpose, what their true mission really is, right? So in this world, in the world that we are in, the Matrix is anything that distracts you from your true self, from your Dharma. Whatever you were put here for, and contrary to popular belief, everybody was put here for a reason. We were all put here with some kind of God-given innate mission, if you want to call it a mission, some kind of purpose. Pretty much there's no accidents in this universe. If you go within yourself enough, you'll be able to find out that you weren't put here just on accident. It wasn't just so happen, the stars aligned in the right way and the molecules decided to mix and you just so happened to become a human being here and consciousness was just so happened to be... No, dude. Like there's a divine purpose to all of this, everything that happens, the good, the bad, the dark, the ugly, everything. There's a plan. There's a plan that's playing out, right? And the thing is, you're part of the plan, okay? You're part of this grand plan. But the thing is, we have free will, okay? So you can choose to be part of the plan, to further the plan, or you can get with the program and get with the plan, get with God's plan, if you want to call it that, right? We have free will. We have forever. So we can dilly-dally all we want. We don't have to go along with the plan. We can keep being on this hamster wheel for as long as we want. That's because we were given free will from the Creator, the one who originally created this plan. He gave us freedom to be able to not adhere to the plan. That's the beauty of this whole thing, right? So right now, getting a little ahead of myself, right now what's going on is we're being bombarded with distractions from said plan. We have been for millennia. Generation after generation after generation. Karma. More and more karma building up from just us not adhering to said plan. Not being aligned to said purpose, greater purpose, over generations. And now we're in the thick of it, man. We are in the thick of distraction. We are in the thick. You have to realize, right? The majority of human beings that are incarnated right now are completely off their rocker. Completely not aligned to said plan. And that's why there's so much suffering. That's why there's so much distortion in one's sense of self, is because we're not adhering to our internal alignment to this greater force that originally created our sense of aliveness, of consciousness. We're disregarding God in a way, if you want to call it that. And we're doing that because of special forces that are keeping us in lower states and distracted from said plan. And like I said at the beginning of this whole thing, man, we're in the thick of it right now. We've dug our hole so deep into this, you can say the darkness, into a pit, a very deep pit of ignorance of this said plan. And it's happening. Every day that goes by, we're getting sucked into distractions. And that's the thing, man, is there's endless distractions. With this technology that we have now, especially with the likes of Reels, TikToks, YouTube Shorts, we're getting literally just thrusted. I don't know if that was the right word. We're getting just plastered. I think that's a better word. Plastered with distractions. Plastered right in our pockets, an endless feed of distraction. And most of it, let's be honest, especially on TikTok, doesn't pertain to one finding their dharma, right? I'm going to say this. 99.8% of the content, that's just a number I threw out there. I don't know. It's a high number of the content that's here online isn't adhering to you figuring out that sense of Atman within, that sense of supreme godliness that you have, that we all have, that newfound perspective, that conscious perspective that one can come to and realize that they are a facet of God. Right? You're not going to find that on TikTok. And honestly, even if you did, even if you found this video, it's not going to do anything for you, right? It's not that easy, right? It's not like as simple. Even this is what I'm trying to say is even this might be a distraction. Even this whole video, if you're watching this right now, might be a distraction for somebody. Even spiritual content where people are talking about this sense of, all is one and one is all. That even could be a distraction in itself too. It's better than probably watching Logan Paul and the likes of that, but still, it's a distraction. It's from the five senses. It's from without, not within, because within is where you find that. Within is where you find the truth, man, capital T truth, the cliche, but it's true. All of this, this technological landscape that we have created, that a lot of us have been born into, literally grown up with, is keeping us distracted from the realization that literally we are an instrument of God. It's quite Satanistic, if you ask me. Is it on purpose? I don't know. Maybe. But I even think the people that are doing said distractions, they don't have that essence within themselves. They're just doing it to make money, just to get by. Not even get by, just to, create some kind of corporate scheme to keep eyeballs on the screen, keep attention fixed so they can get paid. Maybe at the top of the pyramid, there is a Luciferian cult, one may say, that is keeping us distracted on purpose, but I don't know. I don't have that knowledge. Could be. Very well could be. But I'm not trying to go down that rabbit hole because there's no need for that. That's just another distraction. Any conspiracy theory like that is a distraction. Because it's really simple, man. Anything that is taking away your attention, your awareness of your godliness is a distraction. Plain and simple, man. Plain and simple. The Matrix. What is the Matrix? The Matrix is anything that distracts you. Distracts you, from what you are supposed to do here, because we all have something to do here, man. I know one may say in the non-dualistic senses, there's nothing going on, there's nothing to do, there's nowhere to go, but I get that. I get it, man. I get that sense. But there's still a show that goes on. You're still an actor here for a temporary amount of time, right? There's still some kind of masculine action, some kind of kinetic energy flow. Even if there's no self here, there's still this energy playing out, this energy vibrating, one may say. So one must vibrate in a way that vibrates to create. Vibration of creation, one could say. Because I think that's the highest sense. When you're not distracted, when you're not consuming mindless content, 99.99999% of the stuff on here is mindless content. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, like I don't get sucked into it. I get sucked into it. I'm speaking from personal experience. I get sucked into this shit all the time. And I'm just like, what the, like I go down a rabbit hole of just like pointless information. Pointless. It's so easy to get sucked into it, man. It's so easy. So my message with this video, and I'm not paying attention to if anybody's talking in here. I don't know if anybody's talking to me. That's okay. I'll talk to myself. I don't think I can. I got some technical difficulties going on here. Hold on. I don't know. Hey, I'm talking to myself. I'll talk to myself all day. We all talk to ourselves. We all talk to myself. We all talk to ourselves. I'm just doing it on camera. So all I gotta say is this, man. There's endless distractions. I might be one of them right now for you. I am probably a distraction, but at least I'm trying to show you, anybody that's watching this in the future, that it's thick. The matrix is thick. That's all I gotta say, man. So be wary when you come on here, this leviathan of technology that we have created, bro, because it's really unknown territory at this point. There's so many bots. There's so much programming that's trying to enter into our psyche, trying to keep us distracted. And like I said, it might not even be on purpose. It might just be a way to make money. Because right now, how people make money is to get eyes on the screen, get attention. We're literally being made money of. We are the product. And it's a giant distraction. We're being sold. We're being sold a really bad deal to keep us from our godliness. So just be wary when you come on here, man. Be wary, because it's not going to get any less thick. It's not going to get any less dense. It's like the Wild West, man. It's getting wilder every day. Every day that goes by. It's just so much information that one can get sucked into. So much, man. The matrix is dense. The matrix is dense. And don't even get sucked into content. This is hypocritical. This is kind of meta. Don't even get sucked into content that is telling you to shoo away from the matrix, that you're in the matrix, and things you got to do to escape the matrix, right? That's just the matrix itself playing out. That's like some weird 5D chess right there on the matrix's part. You don't need any of this. Most of this stuff you don't need. Admit that. I admit that to myself, yet I still get sucked into it. But most of the content that's on here, you don't need. You don't need to be content. It's a weird play on words. Most of the content on here, you don't need to be content. It's all about the pronunciation. Content and content. You don't need it. You don't need any of this. You don't need anything. It's all within you to be content. You don't need content to be content. We really don't. We don't need any of it. It's just endless distraction. Oh, I had another point I was going to make, but I went off. Yeah, man. Just be careful. Because we're going deeper and deeper every day that goes by. into this chaotic landscape of infinite possibilities of where you could be, where your attention could be taken deeper and deeper every day. And we don't need it. We don't need any of it. We don't need any of this. We really don't. All of this is entertainment. We don't need it. And I'm hypocritical because I am creating it, but that's might be how you escape the matrix. Is you become the matrix. You become the sense. You become the code. You write the code to the matrix. You don't consume, you create. Don't get sucked in, man. It's all distraction. Remember, you're God. Don't let anything on here or anybody anywhere ever convince you that you're not God. You're not all of God. All right? Try to stay humble. You're not all of God. But there is a part of you, inside of you, that is God. And if you're getting sucked into CNN, Fox News, TikTok, Logan Paul, any influencer on here, filling your mind, your psyche with just mindless, shallow information, it's easy to forget that sense of godliness that we all have. And that's the matrix. It's endless distraction, endless subversion to keep us away from this truth that's within all of us, that I think we'll all wake up to one day, because I think there's a place for the matrix. It's going to show the lunacy of it all. Eventually people will wake up to the lunacy of this chaos. And I mean, not everybody. I don't think everybody's going to make it. But I think a good majority of people are going to wake up, use the chaos to see how not to be in order to know how to be. You know? How to... You need to know the polar opposite of peace. And to know peace. And this technology and what it brings to us is showing us quite the opposite of peace. Showing us the trouble that it causes. So I think many of us are going to say, oh, I don't need this malarkey in my life. Where am I going to find peace? Where am I going to find happiness? Oh, it's not from anything out here. It's within, baby. It's in here. I think it's going to turn a lot of people onto that. It's definitely going to turn off a lot of people. That's what it's doing right now. But eventually it's going to reach a breaking point. The matrix is actually going to implode on itself, I believe, as time goes on. But not everybody's going to make it, man. Not everybody's going to make it. I mean, eventually we're all going to make it. Eventually, sometime in the future, in the cycle of time, we will reach a golden age of Satyuga, where we will all make it. But the play that's happening right now is a play where not all of us is gonna make it, man. Unfortunately. But hey, that's just part of the play. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. That's just another idea. That's another concept to get distracted on. Because all you need to focus on is just really simply going within, whatever that means to you, however you do it in a safe manner. Go within and find that little kernel of light, that golden nugget of light within your heart that we all have. Find it, or maybe it'll find you. And sit with that, stay with that, see how that feels. Bring it out to the world. Let it shine, man. That's all we need to do. And however you do it, whatever your circumstances are, whatever your situation is, just let it shine, man. Just let it shine. We don't need anything else. We don't need anything else from this. We don't need anything. That's how I've been trying to incorporate that motto, that mantra for my life is really realizing what I don't need, expecting nothing from this life, expecting nothing from people, minimalizing to the most extent, and it's a process. But I think minimization is the future, and minimization is really the true key to peace. Hence, the lifestyle of a monk. So how can you bring that monkhood, that monk energy into your life to find that sense of peace, that sense of self, capital S self? What do you not need? We don't need a lot. We need very little. We need food, water, air, and love. And that's it. That's it, man. We don't need any of this. All of this is nonsense. Anything on here is nonsense. It really is, man. And sometimes you just gotta laugh at it. You just gotta laugh at the nonsense. But the majority of content on here, it's nonsense. And maybe this is nonsense. This is probably nonsense too. Don't even get sucked into my stuff. See, I'm a glitch in the matrix. Okay? I'm letting y'all know now. I'm a glitch. And you know why? Because I'm doing this for fun. I'm not trying to make money. I don't give a shit about clout. I'm doing this literally because it's fun and because it's nothing to me. I have a life outside of this. I have a family. I have friends. I make money off of this. I literally have a life. All of the influencers and popular YouTubers, and I'm not hating on them. I'm not hating on anybody that does this. We're fellow creators. But the majority of people on here, they got something to lose. And they're trying to get something to gain from their followers. So it's all clickbait. It's all just like, how can I get the most amount of views? That's the matrix. The matrix is being created because people are making money off of people's attention. For me, I don't care. I really don't care, man. I don't care who's watching this. I'm talking to myself right now. For all I know. This is cathartic. I'm doing this because it's fun. This doesn't matter to me, man. I have a life. I'm a glitch in the matrix, dog. And the thing is you can't stop me. No one can stop me. And no one can tell me what to do, what to say, what to make. I'm here just talking to myself. And I'm going to keep having fun, man. For anybody that's watching this, hopefully you're enjoying and having fun too. But remember, I'm just a distraction as well. But hopefully I'm a distraction to wake you up to the distractions. That's the glitch in the matrix, dog. That's the glitch. Like I said, I don't need to do this. I don't need any of this. I don't need you. You don't need me. But I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm going to keep doing it. Nothing's going to stop me. Nothing's going to stop me from any of this. Creating, talking on a mic. From my apartment. The fact that I can do this, right? The fact that I can come on here and speak to the world, even though I know I'm not speaking to the world right now. The fact that I have the capacity to do so, it's just funny to me. It's like a joke. That I was born in this lifetime, right? I could have been born, which I probably was if we believe in past lifetimes. I could have been born medieval ages, just some peasant. Russia. Just had to, sow the fields. 12 hours a day, 16 hours a day, come home, drink vodka, get drunk, repeat, do the same thing every day. And that was it. I knew 5 people probably, maybe 10 people in the village. Didn't even know how to read or write, right? I could have been born in that time, but I wasn't. Maybe in a past lifetime. But here, right now, in this moment that you witness this, I was born in the situation where I can broadcast to the world, get a camera, get a microphone, and literally talk to anybody from my room, from my house. Do you know how crazy that is? Do you know how absolutely insane that is? We take it for granted because there's so much of it online, right? And people are doing it. But just think about the creative capacity that yields for everybody. You have it. We have our phones. Our phones are 4K video cameras, unlimited bandwidth, right? I can have the stream go on pretty much forever. I think it's like a 12-hour limit, but you know what I'm saying? I can stream every day. I can just start a new stream after the limit's up. I'm just like, okay, I'll stop it and then I start it again. You know what I mean? You know how insane that is? You know how crazy that is? All for free, pretty much. I mean, you got to get the equipment, but once you get the equipment, you're good. And you don't need much equipment. You don't need a nice camera or a nice microphone. You need a phone. That's it. A 720p phone. And you can do it from pretty much anywhere now. So I realized this. I was like, yo, I'm going to take advantage of this and just create. Just have some fun with this, man. And everybody, we all have the ability to do so. To create and become the Matrix. So that's what's happening, man. That's what I'm doing. Just having some fun here, bro. I'm just having some fun because I can. That's what's crazy about this time. Is we can, right? Back if I was born in the medieval ages in Russia, just as that peasant, I couldn't. I wouldn't even be able to fathom what this is right now. A microphone, a camera, the internet, live streaming. What does that even mean? We take this all for granted, right? We take this all for granted. Like the creative capacity that this technology yields for us is absolutely insane. It's insane. And most of us, we're not using it. We're letting it use us. We're getting sucked in, distracted, and strictly consuming. That's it. We're getting consumed by the technology. It's consuming us. Especially, like I said, with the likes of shorts and Instagram reels and TikToks, bro. That's just mind poison. I don't use it. I create on it a little bit, but I don't use that because you know what that is? I was thinking about this the other night, right? Like, what is a short? What is a TikTok? What is a reel? Essentially, it's like they took the formula of commercials. Like, we all remember commercials that were on TV, the 60-second formula, right? The not even 60 seconds, 30-second commercials. They took that formula and said, hey, what if we create a platform that is pretty much strictly commercials and just blast it into people's retinas? That's what TikTok is. That's what reels are, right? It's pretty much just commercials. It's constant commercials that we can create, right? It's like free advertising. If you're a creator and you're not making shorts and you're not making TikToks right now, you're not making any Instagram reels, you're messing up. And I should probably create more, but like I said, I'm not like caring about clout that much. I'm just having some fun. But if I really wanted to get on my A game right now, and for anybody that's watching this that is a creator, if you really want clout and you're not making shorts, you're messing up because it's free advertisement. It's free commercials. It's free reach, okay? For the marketing people out there, it's free reach. The amount of people that you can reach with shorts and reels is insane. And that's the Matrix. Like I said, that's another way that it's getting thicker and more dense. It's literally getting just right in our face. Right when you turn on the app, boom, video. Something that you like, boom, right there. You don't even have like an option to like select something different, right? You don't even have options. It's just boom, right in your face. Here's a video. Somebody dancing. Cats. Girls dancing. Whatever it is, dude. It's like, it's right there, right now, here, now, fast, quick commercials. That's exactly what this is. It's recreating commercials, but it's like to a different extent. It's commercials. It's not even commercials is the right word, but you know it's like the formula of commercials, right? That are it's pertained to your interest. You know how dangerous that is to your psyche, in our psyche? Because before, commercials were just kind of like, they took a guess at like, this is the demographic of the people that are watching this. So we're going to spend X amount of money to put this message in this kind of formula to the people in the 30-second structure in this time slot for this show, and we might be able to reach this kind of demographic. Okay, I'm a marketing major, so we studied this, the psychology behind this stuff, right? There's kind of like a science to it. But now that stuff is so intrusive. That demographic analyzation, one could say, is so intrusive because they know the demographics. Like whoever these advertisers are, they know who you are. All of these people that are pushing, especially TikTok. TikTok is, from what I've read, is incredibly intrusive, man. It's pretty much spyware. Like they know, it's pretty much like a, I've heard that they do key logging, right? And I think a lot of other apps do that. So they know what we're typing. They probably don't even know what we're talking about too, right? So what these things are is they know exactly what your interests are, your age group, where you live, who your friends are, what you're into, probably what you were looking at 5 minutes ago. They know, they got these profiles built on us, and they know exactly what's going to make us tick, right? They know exactly what's going to garner your attention for the most amount of time. So these apps do that. They put stuff into our attention. Boom, they just blast it, and they know exactly what's going to make us tick. And it's almost like trial and error. It's almost like a science, right? Because they can probably tell for as long as we're on the phone and how long we stay on that video. Like, oh, they're not interested in that. Ooh, they stayed longer on this video. They might be interested in this. And there's just like, there's probably profiles, just so much data on the user and how the user uses the app now. And it's only going to get more intrusive. This is my point, okay? This is my point on what is the matrix, right? It's this architecture of apps that's being built around the user base, which is us. And they're using that essentially so that they can suck us in for the most amount of time as possible, right? And they have our information. They know how to do it, bro. These people, they get paid to do it. They go to school for this shit. They do these crazy psychological, like they know the psychological tricks. Like when I was in school, right, studying marketing, it was pretty much like psychology. You know, there was so much psychology and like how people think and what's gonna, like the right kind of colors that are gonna get people to be attracted to something, or like you know, how to attract people, like what kind of emotional triggers will get people to, it's kind of sick. It's kind of sick, right? And that's been going on since, like, you know, whenever people first started the print newspapers, or whenever, like, you know, somebody first started the radio. Like that's just been going on forever. But now, like, they got our code in a way. They got our information, and as time goes on, they're only gonna get more and more information about us. Especially when, you know, you get you get the health analytics tied to us, right? So they can analyze it like this, right? This is hypothetical. I don't know if this is true, but it's probably true, right? So bear with me on this one. You got a smartwatch. It's analyzing your heart rate, right? I think, I don't really know, I don't own one, but you know, it's constantly analyzing your heart rate, right? Let's say hypothetically in the future you get shown a video, you get shown an ad. At this point, they see that your heart rate amplified at this certain time when this ad was showed to you, right? They're like, oh, he or she might be interested in this. Let's keep showing them that, and they'll see like a heart rate increase as it correlates with a certain ad that is being shown at this time, right? They most likely got stuff like that. And as technology is going to be more and more intertwined with our bodies, it's only going to get more intrusive like that. It's only going to get more and more selective to who you are as the user and how you're using it. I'm going off on a little rant here. Moral of the story, bro, is be careful when we come on here. Like, I think we have to have like almost programs on how to go about safely using this technology, because think about it, right? It's so easy to It's so easy to get sucked into this because it's so accessible to everybody. It's so, they don't have a training manual on how to go about navigating social media and the internet. And the fact, this is a whole other rabbit hole too, the fact that we have unlimited amount of porn at our disposal, that I can look up, I can look up a gangbang right now of, yeah, I can look up some crazy stuff, but I'm not, and I don't, because it's detrimental. Like, that's a whole other rabbit hole that I don't want to go down. Like, the whole porn rabbit hole, that shit's dark, dude. And that shit's definitely messing up our psyche as well. Like, you got the ads, you got like the TikTok and the reels, but like what's really at the foundation of this whole matrix, especially for men, I can't speak for women, but especially for men, it's porn, dog. It's porn. It's messing us up. Like, think about it, right? Like, our main innate primal desire to be here, our main innate, what am I trying to say? Our will to live, in a way, our will to act is our sex drive. It's tied to it's tied to our sacral chakra, right? It's tied to our sense of creativity, right? To create other human beings. That's really where our will to create comes from. So when you're messing that up with endless amounts of pornography, being literally like you can pretty much watch very, very intense, grotesque porn anywhere at any time within seconds, right? What's that doing to our psyche? What's that doing to our chakras? It's messing us up, dog. It's messing us up. We're not supposed to. I'm going off on a little tangent here. I know. I'm going off on a little rant, but just bear with me here. I'm having some fun, like I said. We're not supposed to watch people have sex, okay? Contrary to popular belief, we're not supposed to watch others have sex, especially the kinds of sex that we see on there. Like, it's some like dark stuff, bro. Like stepsister, stepmom. You got some gangbang stuff. I don't know, bro. Like I said, I stay away from that because that's evil, man. It's taking away our creativity. It's taking away our energy down there, like our creative flow. We're not supposed to watch other people have sex and masturbate to it. You're literally draining yourself of energy. We're not supposed to do that. Okay? We're not supposed to do that. Like, you can have a debate, like, maybe you should, maybe, like, no, dude. We're not supposed to do that. We're not supposed to do that. And that's a big part of the matrix, dog, is porn. That's a huge part of the matrix. It's pornography. We're not supposed to, I don't know how many times I gotta say it. We're not supposed to watch porn. We gotta get that out of the way, dog. We gotta get that out of the way. Like, if you're really trying to become the best version of yourself, right? Find this godliness, this creator element within you. Find your true self, a sense of peace and happiness. And you're whacking off to porn once or twice a day, like, or just at all. Man, I'm not judging. You can do what you want. We have free will. We all have the ability to conduct ourselves however we want, right? But just a recommendation, if you're trying to find a little peace and a little bit of happiness, just don't watch porn, dog. Just don't watch porn. We're not supposed to do that. You know what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to go out and meet other individuals, man or woman, get to know them, fall in love with them, have a relationship, and ideally have a family with them. That's where our sexual creative energy inevitably it leads to, right? That's what it's supposed to lead to, at least. It's not supposed to lead to a screen where you're watching other people have sex. Do you know how unnatural that is? Do you know how much that's fucking us up? So much. Whew, sorry, I went off on a little rant there, man. Yeah. The matrix is thick. Whether you want to talk about porn, whether you want to talk about the endless distractions of Logan Paul and the influencers that we have online, the bullshit that's getting pushed to us, the matrix is thick, dog. And like I said, even people, this is, like I said, it might be meta, it might be hypocritical. Even the people that are talking about freeing yourself from the matrix, like the likes of Andrew Tate, he is part of the matrix. He has no idea. He's part of the matrix because you know how many people are getting sucked into his storyline, his narrative, for no reason, keeping people from I mean, he definitely says some good things. I won't lie, but like the ultimate, like the idea of just getting sucked into somebody else's narrative, somebody else's influence, literally these other influencers. Once you get sucked into their influence and their energy, you're wasting time and you're wasting your energy. Even me right now, if you've watched this video, we're going on like 30, 39 minutes, 40 minutes, right? If you watch this whole video in 40 minutes, I thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you're getting something from it. But honestly, dog, you don't need this. You don't need me. You don't need any of this stuff. Hopefully, I'm helping you. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm making you laugh, making your day a little bit brighter. Who knows? But ultimately, at the end of the day, dog, you don't need me. You don't need any of this to be happy. I'm telling you, dog, we don't need any of this. Any of this. I'm part of the Matrix right now, okay? I'm gonna admit it. I'm coming out of the closet. I'm part of the Matrix right now, but I'm like a double agent, okay? Because I'm the Matrix that's trying to wake you up to the Matrix, okay? That's it. So do yourself a favor, just shut off the video, go find a quiet place, meditate for 10, 15 minutes. That's what you need to do. You don't need me. You don't need anything on here. You don't need me. Don't need me. Don't need any of this. Don't need any of this, dog. Like I said, 99.99% of stuff on the internet here is entertainment and it's a distraction. You don't need any of this. I'm going to say it one more time if you didn't get the message. You don't need any of this, dog. We don't need any of this. All you need is your breath. Finding peace within. Just breathe, man. Just breathe. A quiet place. You just gotta calm down. Don't get sucked in the noise. Don't get lost in the sauce. Like I said, the narratives of other people, the influence of other people, that's what's happening. We're getting sucked into this endless amount of narrative, this endless amount of story that doesn't pertain to you at all, most likely. Most likely. And I'm saying that from personal experience because I view this stuff. I'm like, damn, dude, this doesn't pertain to me at all. I'm like, this doesn't mean anything for me. This isn't making me happier. This isn't making me feel more joyous, at peace, more content. It's actually probably doing quite the opposite. So I'm going to turn this off. You got to realize that, man. Mindful internet browsing. That's what we need. Mindful internet browsing, dog. Most of it's bullshit. Most of it's bullshit. It's all a narrative. It's all a story. It's all a distraction. But there's some good stuff out there. I'm not going to hate. There's some good stuff that's conducive to guiding oneself into oneself. Guiding oneself into one's capital S self. There's some good stuff out there, but that can also be another trap. So tread lightly. Tread lightly, man. Think about it like this, right? Think about it like this. I might wrap this up soon. I've been going off for almost over 40 minutes. But think about it like this, right? We got 24 hours in a day. We sleep for what? 6 to 8 hours a day. So that leaves us with, we'll say 16 hours a day, right? 16, 18 hours a day. Most of us have to work 8 to 10 of it. We'll say 8 to 10 hours, right? Some more. So that leaves us with about 8 hours of free time, right? About. During that 8 hours of free time, we have to do stuff. You know, we got stuff we got to do to survive. We got to take care of the kids. We got to feed ourselves. We got to do laundry. We got to pay the bills. We got to work out. Whatever it is, man. We only got a certain amount of time. And time is energy. So if you're giving your time, which we have a limited amount of time. All of us have a very limited amount of time. So if you're giving your time to the Matrix, to the technology, your very limited amount of time, especially if you work full time, which most of us do, if you're giving this amount of time to technology, you're essentially weakening yourself. You're taking away your energy. Your time is precious. All of our time is precious. So it's really like, what are you gonna do with that time while you're here? Pretty sure we've heard that in some kind of meme on what's that website? I don't know. That's a cliche, right? Our time is precious. So what are you going to do with it here while you're here? It's true, man. It's true. It's cliche for a reason, but really remind yourself of that, dog. What are we going to do with it while we're here? Are we going to go on Pornhub? Waste our energy there? Feel guilty about it? Are we going to play video games to the day's end? Are we going to get sucked in to the stories, the meaningless narratives, the meaningless influence of the influencers? You're going to get sucked into that, waste your time when you could have been, writing a book. You could have been painting a picture. Could have been whatever, plotting to take over the world. You know what I'm saying? You could have been creating. You could have been living in that divine essence. Because when you do find that divine essence within yourself, right? You find out that it's not only like a sense of alignment, a sense of peace, kumbaya, love. It's not only that. It doesn't only feel good per se. But on top of that comes a sense of action, comes a sense of innate gumption to act within oneself, to essentially create. Like I said, become the Matrix. But not in a bad way, right? That's just obviously it's just a euphemism in a way. It's just a way to say it. We become creators. In that alignment, in that orientation is a sense of creation. In that sense of creation, you need to utilize your time that you have, and you realize how precious the time that we have is in order to effectively create at the highest ability that we have as a human being, to utilize our energy in the most efficient way possible. So do you want to create or do you want to consume? That's really the question, man. Do you want to create or do you want to consume? I know what I want to do. Just naturally create. That's what we're supposed to do here, man. That's what you'll find. That's what it means to be a human being. We create alongside the creator. We are the creator. We're an instrument of the creator. We're a unique personality structure of the creator. Whoever you are. I don't know who you are. Maybe I do. But whoever you are, you were created with your certain set of attributes and characteristics to bring forth the creator's will. That's what you'll find when you go within. That you have this innate quality, this whatever it is, your innate knack. We all have it. We all have it. Your unique niche in a way. Your unique just essence for being you. And you might not seem so special knowing that there's 8 billion, I think going on 9 billion sometime soon, people in the world. How special can you be when there's that many people? But in this grand creation, it's true, man. It seems like so unfathomable, but it's true. All of us are we're all facets of the grand creation. All of us. Imagine a world like that. All 8 billion people creating to this sense. I don't even know if it's possible, but all of us are. So yeah, I mean, you just gotta find that yourself, dog. You just gotta find that. Nobody's gonna do it for you. Nothing on here is gonna do it for you. It's all distraction. Not even me. Especially not me. Especially not me. Nobody's gonna do it for you. Not me, not your mom, not your dad, not your dog, not your girlfriend, not your boyfriend, not your boss, not your workers, not the president, especially not the president. Nobody. Nobody's going to do it for you. We are 100% accountable for how we conduct ourselves here. Right? That shouldn't scare you. That shouldn't be daunting. It may be at first. But you'll come to find that is actually empowering, because that means you can take life by the balls. You can take life by the balls and really live it how you want to live it, man. So find that power, find that light, find that love within, and you don't need anything else. Don't need nothing. I don't need nothing. I don't need anything. On that note, I think I'm gonna wrap this up, man. Perfect timing. It's about to be 11:11, at least where I'm at in this time period. In the time that I'm creating this video. Yeah. I said it before. I'm gonna say it again because you can't say it enough. Go within yourself. Find a little bit of quiet time and just calm down. We're all just gonna calm down, chill out, and just breathe. Just breathe, baby. Just breathe. Peace out, everybody. For anybody that watched this long, you're a real one. You're a real one.